Hello, good morning. It is the 15th of March and I am still reading After We Collided by Todd. I have finally... I always seem to cough when I start talking. Sorry about that. I have finally got to chapter 48 in the book from chapter 36. Now, if we go back to chapter 36, it actually ends quite positively. And it's probably one of the most positive chapters that I've actually read, or has a positive ending. And it ends pretty much with the words. It doesn't end with a yawn, sorry. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same, which is out of Wuthering Heights. But then all of a sudden we get to chapter 37 and bang. It is like a spiral staircase going down into the depths of hell. I know that Christmas holidays with families are not the most joyous of occasions for the majority of society, but to have 2 days, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, where people are literally like calling each other every single name under the sun, swearing at each other, punching each other, basically demoralising each other, having no real civil respect for one another, is basically what happens between chapters 37 to 48. So in a nutshell, those chapters actually cover Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And to be honest, everybody who is in those chapters is not an innocent bystander whatsoever, in my opinion, in this book at all. Everybody who is featured in those chapters, which is practically every major character, only has themselves to blame for the way that Christmas Eve and Christmas Day escalate. So, yeah, that is all of those chapters in a nutshell. I might talk a little bit more about some of the chapters individually. Oh, God, I'm going to have to stop yawning so much. But, yeah, it's pretty sad, to be honest. I mean, throughout those main chapters, you find a lot out about the characters and who they are as individuals. And they're not healthy individuals. They're not. It just proves that everybody has skeletons in their closet and everybody is flawed in some way. And it's whether or not you as an individual choose to accept it or walk away or forgive somebody for what they've done, which, if you are religious, is what you're supposed to do, is to forgive. You know, if you read the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy life will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. So, you know, if these people are celebrating Christmas, which we know is quite commercialised nowadays in society, most people aren't religious that celebrate it. We know from history that the reason we celebrate Christmas on the day we do isn't anything to do with the birth of Christ. It's to do with the Romans. I don't celebrate Christmas myself. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. We celebrate Epiphany because that is when my son's birthday is. So we celebrate winter solstice and we celebrate Epiphany. So if these people are supposed to be, well, it's obvious they're not religious, but even if they're not, people would have had some kind of upbringing where Christianity or some kind of religion would have been indoctrinated upon them, which happens to most young people at some point in their lives. The only person in this book so far who's looking at to forgive. Not to forget, but to forgive is Trisha, who is Landon's mother, and also Tessa, funnily enough. So even though they are of different ages, they come from different backgrounds, they come from different countries. Even Karen, Ken's new wife, she kind of steps away from everything and she accepts it is what it is and she doesn't get involved. But she invites everyone to her house for Christmas. As if to say, you know what? What's happened has happened. Let's just forget about the past. And let's just have a good day together. You know, let's start to build a new bridge. But even by doing that, to Harden especially, it's like sweeping everything under the rug. And that is why, unfortunately, those 2 days, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, end up ending in a fist fight. So I will probably speak a little bit more about some of the other chapters that are sandwiched in between. But in a nutshell, that's where we've got to. Harden's ended up punching his dad in the face because he's not happy with the way that things have digressed between the whole family situation after he witnessed his mother being assaulted when he was a child. So thank you very much, and I will continue with reading the book and adding further information in the future.